Have you ever wondered how stepping into a virtual world might change the way you think, feel, and act in the real world? Imagine slipping on a VR headset and not just entering another world, but transforming into another version of yourself. We are diving deep into the virtual realms that are shaping our minds and actions. Stay with us as we uncover the hidden forces of VR and the Metaverse and what it might mean for our future. Virtual reality, or VR, offers us a unique window into the human mind, presenting scenarios that blend imagination with reality. But what happens when these virtual experiences start to influence our real-world behaviors and decisions? Subscribe and like as we're peeling back the layers of this immersive technology to discover its psychological impacts and ethical boundaries, with more to come in the future.
Let's start with interconnected virtual worlds, commonly known as the Metaverse. Here, millions of users interact through avatars, digital representations of themselves. These interactions can range from mundane daily activities to extraordinary adventures. But how do these experiences affect us? Studies suggest that regular interaction in these worlds can alter our social behaviors and emotional responses, sometimes even blurring the lines between virtual and physical realities. In isolation, VR experiences can be profoundly different. When alone, a person might face their fears, rehearse a public speaking event, or explore places they can't visit in real life. Psychologists are finding that these isolated experiences can significantly affect one's confidence, anxiety levels, and even physical skills like hand-eye coordination. But as fascinating as these insights are, they bring us to a critical junction: the ethics and laws of VR and the Metaverse. With technology advancing at a lightning-fast pace, legal and ethical frameworks are struggling to keep up. What happens to data privacy when every gesture and word can be tracked? Who is responsible when a virtual experience causes real-world harm? Engage with us in the comments below as we ponder these questions. How should VR platforms balance innovation with user safety? And what role should governments play in regulating these new digital landscapes?
As we look to the future, we can expect VR technologies to become even more immersive and psychologically influential. Predictions indicate that soon, VR could integrate with other sensory inputs, like touch and smell, creating even more lifelike experiences. This could revolutionize therapy, education, and entertainment, but it also raises significant concerns about dependency and the loss of personal connection. What about the addictive potential of these virtual worlds? With users spending increasing amounts of time in VR, there is a growing concern over virtual addiction, where the line between reality and virtuality becomes dangerously thin. Psychologists are already observing cases where users prefer their virtual lives over their actual ones, leading to real-world neglect. In a realm where you can be anyone or do anything, the power of VR to influence behavior and perception is unprecedented. This power can be used to foster understanding and empathy by allowing people to experience life from different perspectives. However, without the right safeguards, it could just as easily be exploited. To understand the full potential and pitfalls of VR, we must also consider its impact on children and teenagers, whose brains and social skills are still developing. How does early exposure to virtual environments shape their understanding of the world? And what measures can be put in place to protect these young minds from potential harm?
The discussion doesn't stop here. As VR technology evolves, so does its integration into our daily lives. We're seeing virtual workplaces, VR in education, and even virtual tourism becoming more prevalent. Each of these applications offers unique benefits and challenges, especially when considering the balance between virtual and real-world engagement. But the most exciting and perhaps the most daunting aspect of VR is its ability to reshape society. As we increasingly interact through digital avatars, Could we see shifts in societal norms and values? What does this mean for our understanding of identity and community? These are the questions we must address as we forge ahead into these new virtual frontiers. As we wrap up today's journey into the psychological depths of VR and the metaverse, we invite you to reflect on how these technologies might shape your own thoughts and actions. Are we entering a new era of digital enlightenment or stepping into a minefield of ethical dilemmas and psychological traps? Thank you for joining us in this exploration of VR's hidden forces. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content. Your thoughts and experiences are invaluable to this ongoing discussion, so please share them in the comments section below. Until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring, and as always, stay curious.